He can play the bossa nova with erhu.
The best instrument to explain humans' feeling.
He uses symbols to paint.
When I was a kid, I was very fascinated with numbers and letters.
They combine painting and music to create a new form of art. Erhu player Eric Lee and American artist Ford Crull will talk about the fusion of art. Stay tuned.
Country matters, it matters. Hello everyone, welcome to the show. As you can tell, that this is a special edition of the show because we're in a different studio. When we first started this show, we kept saying that we're trying to discover the difference in between Western and Eastern culture. Well, today we're gonna have two different type of artists. One's from China, and he's an erhu player. He's a musician. And the other one, we're going to introduce you a painter from United States. First of all, I give you the musician from China, from Shanghai, and he's a very famous erhu player, Li軍, Eric.
Famous erhu player Eric Lee breaks all the rules when it comes to erhu performance. Turning away from classical pieces, he uses his traditional Chinese instrument to play Western styles of music, such as the bossa nova and the samba. Partnering with musicians from all over the world, he combines Chinese and Western music to create a unique fusion.
Hi.
Welcome. Hi.
Nice.
Okay, I can tell that this is a very different erhu to me, though. This is not, is it a wooden one or the bamboo one? It sounds like a metal one, huh?
It's a wood one.
It's a wood
yes.
one. When did you start to learn erhu?
When he's 7 years old.
7 years old.
Yes.
But you are now working with various Western band, for instance, like a jazz band and the Western instruments. I know that you're playing erhu with a band called LV Beats.
Yes,
and
right.
They are a
From Brazil.
What type of music are they playing?
Most bossa nova and samba.
Samba and
Yes,
bossa
also
nova.
some traditional jazz also have some.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you asking them to play Chinese pieces, or are you playing their pieces?
For both, yes. So in my concert, I will prepare some different music. Some part is a Chinese traditional music, but I invite them to play together. And some part I play bossa nova and samba music with them.
Like the original score of
Yeah.
most of the Western music, like bossa nova,
Yes.
it's written for the Western type of instruments. Is it easy to use erhu to play the original score, or do you have to modify the score a little bit?
Yes, of course. Not only bossa nova, other style of the music is also if you want to play, I think you should at first to learn some more knowledge, to get some more knowledge, some more information for the music, and you feel it, and you can use your skills and your feeling to match, so you can get the better combination.
Combination.
Yes, yes.
I see. We know that in the Western world, of course, stringers like the violin,
Yes,
it's a
right.
4-stringer. But erhu, you only have 2 strings.
Yes, right.
Basically, fundamentally, there are 2 different types of music, instruments, right?
Yes, of course. This is Chinese traditional one. 2 strings is normally it's more difficult to play the same song as the Western instruments.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I
right.
mean. That's what I mean.
But the sounds is different. Sometimes some of the music I think is more suitable. It's still better to play by erhu, like a sentimental song, like a bossa nova style. So I play erhu. The songs is just like so familiar with the people, humans' voice. I should say it's the best instrument to explain the human's feeling.
You know, to me, the erhu, sometimes, of course, as I said, I'm not a music critic, I'm not a music expert, but erhu, to most of the Chinese, it's a kind of a sad instrument. Bossa nova, more like a happier mood. How do you compromise, or how do you combine these two type of music together?
Erhu not only play just sad music, I think. So sometimes it can also play just romantic and nice melody. Also can. So just depends on how do you control, how do you understand the music itself. After I finished the first album, Bossa Nova, when Bossa Nova meets Erhu, Brazilian musicians feel so surprised. They never heard this kind of instrument. It can do the cooperation with Bossa Nova.
What inspired you, and when did it all started to convert Erhu or using Erhu to play the different type of music?
Actually, I like music, not only traditional music. I also accept and like very much about the other kind of music. I traveled to many different places, different cities, different countries. I met different nation people, and I like to listen to music, different kind of music. For example, I did some cooperation with Indian music.
Indian music?
Indian music, and I play with Malay music, even Thai music.
You grew up in this very conservative community here. Will you sound like a black sheep of the family? I mean, because people would never expect a professional Erhu player to use this traditional genius instrument of China to play different kind of music. Was there any difficulties that you have experienced in the beginning?
Especially for Chinese traditional instruments, the most important is let more and more people, even young people, modern people, can know more about our culture. I think find a better way to let them interested in is more important.
The Chinese young audience really like the music that you play?
Many times, not only in Malaysia, in Hong Kong, even in Shanghai also. When I play Erhu with some famous singer together, I feel I can get the most
acceptance. Why young generation?
I think I put more modern elements inside it. They change their mind. They are maybe regular thinking what is Erhu, but when they see my performance and they are different, so different, and it can be so this style. So when they see, they will think whether they like or not.
I overheard that you are cooperating, you had cooperation with a Western painter in a exhibition. You play Chinese music or you play Bossa Nova while he's painting the Western style of oil painting. Well, let's check that out later because we have the painter here in the studio today too, so don't go away. You did your paintings with your eyes closed.
You know, most of my work comes from just my imagination.
You don't mind what type of interpretations people might have.
The more the merrier.
They don't like you anymore. Don't you afraid of that?
That's right. You can lose some and you gain others.
Welcome back to Culture Matters. Sitting here in the studio with me is another famous artist, and his name is Ford Crull.
Ford Crull, a representative of the neo-symbolism movement, is a famous artist from the United States. His works have been collected by many famous museums, one of which has even been bought by Bill Gates. Ford is very good at using colors and symbols to create an imaginary world in front of the canvas. Recently, he finished a painting in collaboration with some young musicians in Shanghai.